Hey everyone, welcome to this next stream in the long line of we're supporting Angie today streams. For anybody who's joined in now and doesn't know what's happened, Angie's house was in the path of a tornado. That tornado ripped up an enormous tree and played whack-a-mole with her house with it. The house is pretty much a write-off. She has actually posted pictures on Twitter about this and of video footage of what happened, as well as video footage of what the tornado was like. So what we're doing is we're just having some good, fun entertainment streams and shelling out Angie's support thing because we're trying to raise a bit of money for her. I will post a link to that right now in the description. I also have a banner somewhere which I can show, which I believe is, yes, there it is. So yeah, now I'd like to point out straight off the bat that only donate if you have the spare money. And you don't have to donate big. You don't have to donate at all. Remember, you need that money to live. You keep your money. It is not the most important thing at all. If you have got the spare money, you can throw a few dollars Angie's way. That is fucking awesome. So far, we have managed to raise over $2,000 for Angie, which is amazing considering we only started this about 12 hours ago. So you guys are fucking amazing. It never ceases to amaze me how amazing this community is. To rally around and support one of our own like this. Every time it has happened, I'm aghast with how wonderful, beautiful, and lovely the community is. Now, having said that, if you don't have the money to throw a few dollars Angie's way, please don't. But you can support in other ways. You can retweet the streams. You can say a hi there to Angie on Twitter and say you're there for her if she needs to talk or whatever else. Just say you're thinking of her. You can get other people involved and coming in. Okay, I will go back over it again, Raven. If you missed that, this could be a delay thing too, though. But yes, Angie has had her house wiped out by a recalcitrant tornado that decided to play whack-a-mole with it with a tree. Pretty much the house is completely totaled. There were 5 people living in that house. No one was injured. It's brilliant and amazing that nobody was injured at all. Especially as there were 2 children in the house. This is a wonderful thing that nobody was injured. Not a wonderful thing that had happened, but wonderful that nobody was injured. The animals, she has, I believe, 2 dogs and a cat, were not injured either. And she has a fish. A huge fish tank that was in their lounge room with this fish in it. And that was all the carnage. If you see the photos of this, the carnage to the house by this, and this fish tank did not get damaged at all. It is absolutely amazing. And it's a good thing as far as I started with explaining what the stream was about, Raven. So yeah, I have covered it, but I've been covering it a lot. So if I'm going back over old ground, it's because this is my 3rd stream, my 2nd one on my channel, and the 3rd stream about it. 4th stream because I was also on Neil's stream this morning, after show this morning, where we also covered it. So I've had a lot to do with this going on, and but like I said, it's just amazed me how much the community has been there supporting Angie in her hour of need. To Angie, if she's actually cheated to this stream, which she probably hasn't, because I guess she's still talking elsewhere, I'll bring Jeff in. We love you, Angie. We're here for you. We're going to try and do our best for you. It would be awesome if we got to 3,000 within the next week or so. But I'm not holding my breath on that. Anything that we've managed to raise is amazing, and the fact that this community can do that amazes me beyond belief. And I love you all for it. You are. It's the community that is the heart and soul of it all. Without you, we are nothing. And I just love you all for it. You are amazing, and I'm tearing up again. So, yeah, you're all fucking amazing. But we're here to have fun too. So, today I've dug up a Ranty the Flat Earth video. Not everyone in the chat is used to well, I've probably seen my channel and seen other debunking channels where we do debunks. In this particular video, Conspiracy Catz had done a debunk of something that Ranty had said, and Ranty had decided to respond to it. Now, I actually haven't seen this, so it could be dreadful. Well, it probably will be. It's a flat earther. But we're going to watch into it. You can shout out the drink when you want me to stop the video, and we can tear him apart and give him a new one, because he'd probably enjoy that anyway. And we'll just see where this goes and have a bit of fun with it, because
I'm hoping Ranty proves the globe again. I'm hoping.
It's got to happen. I think we should keep a tally. I mean, I'm not in OBS, so I can't pop it up, but I think we should try and keep a tally of how many times he proves the globe.
Ranty is anti-flat Earth, apparently. He's doing more damage to the cause than he is by helping it.
Yeah. So I'm going to share a screen. Here we go. Share that with audio to you guys and to everyone else. And I'm just going to play it from YouTube, because I didn't have time to get really organized for this, because this was just something that Tornado and I had sort of decided to do during the last stream.
On the fly.
On the fly. So I have no idea what's in this video. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen... I don't even know if Conspiracy Catz actually did a response to this himself. It'd be freaking awesome if Catz... Oh, yeah. If I could get Catz in here. Give me a second.
You're going to get Catz in here, aren't you?
I'm going to try.
You're going to try, I think.
Man, I'm just showing up with everybody right now. How do I full screen the StreamYard thingy, by the way? Is there a button I can push to get the StreamYard app to be full screen?
I'm not sure.
Darn.
I don't know that there is, actually. But...
Yeah, I don't know that there is. I've sent Catz a message. So, Jen Aldrich is about... Jen would have fun with this.
Let's try and get Jen in. Let's
get Jen in here. I love Jen.
All right, let's see what this video has to offer. Hope after Jen gets Conspiracy Catz on the show, hopefully.
We can hope.
I've never talked to the guy before.
I was lucky.
Catz is awesome.
He's a sound guy, actually. Yeah, he was on the shills when I was on there. So
I want to be on the shills too.
So do I.
I think it might be Amy that does the bookings for it. I'm not entirely sure on that though.
Do you have to pay money to get on the shills?
All right, I've sent a link to Catz.
Only if the paychecks and NASA aren't.
I sent Jen a link, but she's waiting on Kiddo to wake up, so she may not join us. So I've sent Catz the link, but I'm not even sure if he's around at the moment on Twitter. But having said that, why don't we get going? If one of them hops in, I will tag them in, and that would just be absolutely amazing as far as I'm concerned. So without further ado, and by the way, I'm going to say hi to the people in the chat. Bit of tea in Danish. So Morton and Linda, you're both there. Hi, love yous. The last stream was amazing, and that ISS was brilliant. Amiga Nuts, you are a shield champion. I'm sure Dave is there too somewhere, so thank you, Dave. You can take over shield duties, because I'm not going to be able to shield whilst I'm chilling while I'm doing this. Raven, I love you. You are an awesome, awesome friend, and freaking amazing. And we've got Santi in there. Hey, Santi. Nerdy. Oh, Nerdy. I think I already said Brain Bug. We've got Ilya. Ilya. Hey, Ilya, my love. If you want a link, Ilya, hit me up. I will throw a link your way. We will be, like I said, we're going to be debunking Ranty, Flat Earth, debunking, attempting to debunk Conspiracy Catz. So, yeah. And yes, I am going to press play.
Let's see what fun we have.
Yep. So if you can't hear it, if no one can hear this, let me know, and I will unmute that first because else no one will hear it, including myself. Oh, and if I'm going to have to put headphones on, aren't I? Because otherwise you will get double noise. So give me a sec. I will just put my headphones on. Headphones on. Okay, let's go.
Hey, we should be live. I'm just going to wait and see whether or not this filters through, because we do have Conspiracy Catz actually in the chat, which is absolutely awesome. Yes. So let's get that on pause. Right, okay. So
Good start.
It's a great start.
Debunking Conspiracy Catz on the fly. Brandon Toy, nice to see you in, mate. And Conspiracy Catz, as I say, nice to see you in as well.
Should we skip past him dribbling?
Should be good, with a smiley face. And Conspiracy Catz says, go on what? Okay, so Ruhif, here we go. One of Conspiracy Catz' fellow Globe Earthers has come in and said this should be hilarious. And Tricky Woo is here saying, we are live. Indeed, we are live. Right, okay, so I guess you want to know where Conspiracy Catz made his mistake in this. Now, I have to say that the flat earther that did the presentation could have done it a little bit better. Let me put it that way. He did the presentation apparently in Lytham Saint hands. If I'd have known that, I'd have actually gone along. I didn't even know that the
Get on with it.
Yeah.
Locations, but
I thought I dribbled at the beginning, but I had a reason.
This is like a 10-minute video, and he's dribbled like for nearly 2 minutes already.
Now, you've got to understand that
1.5 minutes of dribble
to make these presentations in town halls and stuff.
Well, whilst he's dribbling,
probably done an awful lot of these presentations. So a lot. Of
I'm going to repost the link to Angie.
So
and
it was quite easy for
as I said, if
to,
you can
make a little mocking video there, but
support Angie, please throw a few bucks her way.
Pick him up on that.
But do not change yourself in that. There is no requirements.
Pretty awesome.
And there's a link to Angie's channel.
Confirm whether or not that's a P900. It looks like one.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Who cares if it's a P900? You flat earthers in your P900s.
Bigger than a P900. But anyway, we'll find out.
Do you think they make love to them?
We are live. And Gasly's in. Brandon Cook.
I personally have this theory that flat earthers are constantly looking for ways to clean Vaseline off their P900s.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
I'm not being funny. We're almost a quarter of the way through this video already, and he's not done it. Ranty's just been driveling.
Get on with it.
It's absolutely crazy. This is what happens when you pick a video out randomly, isn't it?
Yeah.
We might need a different video at this rate because we're going to get through it without anyone calling drinks.
Oh, I have something else that I'd been saving for myself, but yeah.
We'll see if Ranty actually gets to a point in a minute, shall we?
Let's see. We're at what 2 minutes 30 now, and he has got nowhere.
And he's got this is like a 9-10 minute video.
Oh yeah, we're at 15 minutes and we haven't got very far either. I'll grant you that, but it's because he hasn't got anywhere, and we are doing a fundraiser for somebody else. So shouting out is kind of important. We're
dribbling in a good cause.
Yeah, he's dribbling about nothing, literally nothing.
Okay. So we have some more stupid then.
Let's see.
Conspiracy Catz says this advert is going on a bit. Hold on, mate. Listen. Listen, I know you're eager to find out where you messed up, but listen, I'll get down to it in a moment. Just calm your horses. Here we go. Right. So we get to a point where we're talking about flights, and I want you to listen to what Conspiracy Catz is going to say here. This is the important part. Now, Conspiracy Catz is going to try and make a claim that the flight paths that this gentleman pointed out would make more sense on a flat plane, and he's going to try and say that that's incorrect. Now, listen to his wording. It's very interesting here what he says. Here we go.
And your conventional map, let's see what these routes look like. So, here we have Santiago, South America. Yep. Up to that, the east coast of America, across to the west coast, and down to Sydney. Does that make any sense to you? They're flying twice as the passengers. It's taking 3 days to get there. If you can get there in 14 hours, why isn't the plane taking the red line?
Well, there could be a number of reasons for that flight.
Oh, hold on. To be fair, Catz is about to shoot.
No, let's have Catz say his bit first, and then we'll. Yeah. I want to hear what Ranty says against it, because that's really going to be the point where we come in. Because Catz is right, but I don't think he goes into detail on this, if I remember Catz's video correctly. But we'll see where they go.
Path, for example, economics. Ask yourself, would it be cheaper to have one plane fly all 3 routes, or 3 planes each flying those routes individually?
That's a very good point, and I have to agree with that, actually. I mean, Conspiracy Catz does have a point there. He says that, it could be down to economics, essentially, and that's the reason that these flights take these flights. But listen to what he says now. This is the important part. This is where you screw up, Conspiracy Catz. I am sorry, my friend, but you really do.
Who knows? But the bigger problem you've got here is that you think the red line is the quickest point between A and B. Now, what you've got to realize is that when we turn a globe into a flat map, you distort the picture. And that means that the fastest path between these 2 points on a globe is anything but your red line.
Oh, dearie me. So the fastest point between these 2 points is anything but on a globe Earth.
Okay, so I am going to call drink, because Ranty, I assume here, is going to be fucking pedantic and say, any other route apart from that one is going to be faster. No, of course it's not. But that is not the fastest route, because the fastest route between any 2 points on the surface of a sphere is a greater circle, so a greater arc. So the 2 points that join it is a circular. And if you flatten that out to a flat map, that's not a straight line. It'll be an arc drawn on the flat map, which is probably actually what this thing is here, because that path around there is actually probably fairly close to where the greater arc would be on the globe. I don't know, because I don't have a globe right here to compare that with. But
I don't have one on handy, I'm afraid.
I
have
would
one
demonstrate
handy that I'm currently using right now.
Okay, if you want to show yourself, I'm going to be drawing a ruler
line. Yes, please.
Okay,
let's share my screen.
You share your screen, and I will add it in. I will remove mine.
So for those of you who don't know the program I'm using.
Yep.
Okay, so
Google it.
For you who don't know the program that I'm actually using, I'm using a program called Google Earth, which allows me to do things of this nature right here. What we have here is a yellow line going from Sydney in Australia to Santiago in Chile. Sydney is this area right over here, and Santiago is this area right over here. Now, if I show this right here, is there a way to actually show projections on a map or on Google Earth?
I don't know if you can. If you show that on it, it won't be the straight line that Ranty, that guy that Ranty's talking about here. It'll be a line that curves down and goes very, very close to the southern pole. Hey, Faye.
Yeah,
how are
if
you?
you're looking at it right there. if you're looking at it right now, that arc you see there from Santiago, Chile to Sydney in Australia actually goes below New Zealand. But Ranty's little thing, if you want to pull that back up.
I will. So Ranty's one,
Yeah.
as you see, is above New Zealand.
Has it going,
Exactly.
Ranty's line goes above New Zealand. Which means
So
that Ranty is lying.
Oh no, Ranty doesn't know any better
Ranty-
because Ranty is a fucking idiot.
moron.
Yeah. So basically, what you've got is a guy who doesn't understand how straight lines work on a sphere, and that's the point here. So what Catz is saying here about that is not going to be the shortest path between those 2 points. He is quite right, because a straight line on a flat map wrapped back around a sphere is going to be an arc, or is actually going to be a curved route on that sphere. So it won't be a straight line between the two points. It's going to be one that deviates from the straightest path between the 2 points. So it'll be a lot further. So that's why they don't use Mercator projection maps to navigate with when you're flying aircraft. They use an entirely different projection, which doesn't preserve the shape of the continents, but preserves paths better.
Come on, though. We let's see how Ranty is going to completely destroy the globe model in a sec, then, shall we?
Yeah, let's go back to Ranty and see how dumb. But before we do that, Faye, hi, welcome.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Yourself?
Feeling a little crazy.
Aww.
Is that Angie I see there?
No, that's
Hi,
Faye.
Angie.
No, it's
Hi,
Faye.
Faye.
Hi. I was like, where is he? I'm looking at the chat, like, where is Angie?
No, Angie's not here. Angie popped into Linda and Morton's stream earlier. Well, not into the stream, but into the chat earlier to tell us that we have raised over $2,000, which is absolutely amazing. And I love our community. They are absolutely outstanding. I've just put the link back into the fundraiser. Please, if you have any extra little bits of cash lying around and you can send a few bucks Angie's way, that would be fucking awesome. If you can't, and please, as I've said every single time I've said this, please, if you do not have the spare cash to do this, do not do this.
Exactly.
Only donate if you have the spare cash. If you can't, there are other ways you can help, like tweeting out the streams, like sending a cheerio to Angie, trying to cheer her up a little bit, saying you're thinking of her. These are things that you can do if you can't help out, and you should be doing even if you can throw a few bucks, because we love our Angie and we should support her.
Right. I mean, and even if you feel like, oh, well, if it's PayPal, then maybe I should give a larger chunk. Hold on. Maybe you can't give this month. Maybe you can only give like $1 or $2 a month. Hit her on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Think to yourself, I'll give this 6 months. If it's $1 or $2, you may not even notice it.
Yeah.
And
I will share the link to Angie's channel as well, so you can check out her Patreon from there. Angie has her links
I'm going to share my
in there.
screen because I have something interesting.
All right, I'll let you do that in a second, and I will throw links out.
All right.
Okay.
All right, give me a sec. You got to share it first, Tornado.
All right, now in 3, 2, 1.
I see it. There we go.
Okay, so the thinner line is the Ranty flat Earth line, or at least a decent approximation to it. That would be the more northerly line right here.
Yeah.
I actually calculated out that measurement by using the measurement tool. It's roughly 8,000 miles, maybe a little more, or maybe a little less, depending on how accurate it is. But it's almost, if not more than 1,000 miles greater than the Great Circle Arc. Ranty's flat Earth, or Ranty's path is actually longer than the Great Circle Arc. So, sorry, Ranty, but you've been debunked.
Oh, yeah. He's certainly been debunked. He virtually debunked himself.
Now I'm going to get rid of that.
You gotta love the Ranty.
He never fails, does he, Ranty? He never fails.
He doesn't. He is the gift that keeps giving.
But let's see now, because he's about to completely take down Conspiracy Catz. Now let's see.
Yeah, let's see if he can actually do that.
Yeah.
I've got a message on Twitter. I wonder if one of those is from Catz.
The
No,
conspiracy
we haven't got a
ones
message.
really bother me the most out of all of them, because they never can answer the question, why would anyone do this? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, why? What do you get out of that? What does the people make you want you to believe the Earth is round? Yeah. Well, what? Why? What?
The only answer they ever give is that they're
man.
saying is but they'll sort of make an argument of science can't admit when it's wrong or something, and that's why they're covering it up. And it's like you, and I also you do know the most famous scientists in history are the ones who completely, change everything. You do realize this.
Let me put
Yeah.
it this way. Science has about as much problem admitting that it's wrong as I do eating pizza rolls. As in, absolutely no problem whatsoever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I once had a good
that's the only thing
conversation
they get.
about science with a very religious conspiracy type person. I'm related to them, and they were like, "Oh well, blah blah blah, and this, that, and the other thing," and it's like, scientists can't be wrong, because they were saying I can't be wrong either because I like science, and I was like, "No, you really want to like get a scientist hot, prove something is wrong, and they'll be like, yes, okay, I don't have to keep testing this then." They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, you really want to turn on a scientist? Prove something's actually wrong. They'll be like, yes, because they're going to keep trying to poke holes in that thing for eternity.
Let's face it. If someone actually proves, beyond all reasonable doubt that the Earth is in fact flat, that person is going to win a Nobel Prize without a doubt.
Yeah, and science will follow the evidence. This is the bit that they don't get. Science isn't this hard, fast thing that, we don't change. No, science changes when there's evidence to have a change.
Right.
But new discoveries don't usurp old ones. New discoveries add to the old ones. There's rarely, especially in modern science, been a case where a new discovery has overturned the foundations that we already have. They have added to them. They have changed things. When we eventually get a unified field theory of everything, if we can ever get that, it won't get rid of. It won't get rid of the theory of relativity. It won't get rid of quantum mechanics. It will be a culmination of all those things and something more. But these things will still be there. In the same way that Einstein's theory of relativity did not get rid of Newton. We still use Newtonian mechanics. Even though relativity is more accurate for the calculations, Newton's formulas are a subset of that and can still be used on the smaller scale. So we still learn that. Newton wasn't wrong, he just wasn't complete. Einstein isn't wrong, he's just not complete. And same for quantum mechanics. There's nothing wrong, it's not complete. And science will always be this. There's always going to be stuff we don't know and more things we need to find out. And that's why science changes.
To the point where they exhaust their little brains.
Now,
Yeah.
of course,
I mean, it's like Neil deGrasse Tyson said. It's like, it's like he figured this out. He figured out that, and when he's ready to give up, that's when they start waxing poetic and invoking the gods and ambrosia. I'm paraphrasing.
I'd like to point out, I don't get a NASA shield check. I would like one if anyone at NASA's listening.
Yeah.
Now, of course, mind you,
NASA, we're going to expose the flat Earth if we don't get paid soon, all right?
Yeah.
Now, of course, there's another thing regarding, it's not just economics. I mean, for one, who wants to be trapped up on a plane while you're going from Sydney to New Orleans to Los Angeles to Sydney? Who wants to go from Sydney to Los Angeles to New Orleans to Santiago all in one trip? Nobody. So instead, you're going to have people who want to go to different places. Like, say you've got some people who want to go to Australia. Or say you want some people who want to leave Santiago and go somewhere like, say, America or Sydney. If they want to just stop in America, they can pick up a flight anywhere. They can pick up a flight from that particular X in New Orleans and go to anywhere else in America. But if they want to go to Australia, they can go to Los Angeles. If they want to stop there, they can just stop there and pick up some other flight anywhere else in America, or they can continue from Los Angeles to Sydney. And the process can reverse because it's not just one specific destination. You've got international passengers. You got passengers who want to go from one city to another in the same country or one city to another in different countries. So it works easier for that. That's why you have all these different up and down things for different routes. But some airlines will still take the direct route.
I have a dumb question.
There are no dumb questions.
Well, I don't follow this stuff as much as other people, but have they tried to I can't think of the vocabulary word at the moment. I just talked to my doctor. Are they also declaring war on continental drift?
They declare war on everything. A lot of them are young Earth creationists as well, so they don't think the Earth's all that old. They believe we live under a dome, and they wouldn't believe in continental drift because the Earth is solid and where it's at. They believe in a dome. They believe that the moon and sun are small and close, and it's just crazy.
That's the thing. They can't actually agree amongst themselves what the flat Earth actually is. They can't.
Well, because they don't have a model, because it's impossible to model it.
Yeah.
I thought they all had their own individual models, which is really
They don't though. That's the whole point. They have these things that are their set beliefs. Like the Earth has to be flat. There has to be a dome, for each of them.
Can we move on?
But they don't actually have a model.
Yeah,
they don't. They have a real model. Okay, I will press play because we haven't even got on to what he says.
Yeah, this is where Ranty is supposed to shock our world here and debunk Conspiracy Catz. So,
we've already
so let's see if we can.
Yeah, I know. But let's see what this idiot's got to say.
Let's see if he goes. He might not go the way we thought he was going to go.
Yeah, he might throw us a curve.
I'm highly amused.
Absolutely in context with what he actually just said. Here we go. Listen to this.
But the bigger problem you've got here is that you think the red line is the quickest point between A and B. Now, what you've got to realize is that when we turn a globe into a flat map, you distort the picture. And that means that the fastest path between these 2 points on a globe is anything but your red line.
Oh, anything but your red line. So if we was to turn this into a globe, so this is on a flat plane. So if we turn this into a globe, it will be point A to point B, which is Santiago to Sydney. It would be anything but on a globe. Okay, let's see if that's actually true. Here we go. So,
well, we don't need to.
Oh! Look, he just brought up your
holy crap!
Here we have Santiago, and up at the top there we have Sydney. So let's scroll in. Let's have a look at this. So here we have Santiago. There we go. There's Santiago, and let's have a look. Let's follow the red line, point A to point B. So this is on a globe Earth, by the way. And here we have Sydney. So there we have Sydney. So Santiago to Sydney. Now, Conspiracy Catz said that the red line that he put in is anything but the quickest route on a globe.
Pause, drink.
Oh my God!
He's done it again, isn't he? He has done it again.
Yes. He just did. That's not even the same line, you dickhead.
I just showed the same line and the line that Ranty actually drew.
Well, actually, Ranty didn't actually draw that particular map, did he? That was some.
No, it was the guy who did the presentation. He did
that was
the
some other
line.
Okay, that line that was shown in the picture with the 3 cities in the red line there, the 3 yellow cities and the 3 yellow city lines in the red line.
Yeah.
I just showed that. And I showed that the path between the Santiago to Sydney line that was shown on the flat map is different than the one shown on the globe.
This is what happened
I
in live
know.
debunk. We
It's
hadn't
like-
seen this video before.
He doesn't even realise that's the other side of New Zealand. What, has he tipped New Zealand upside down in his fucking head or something? You know what it is, Tornado? It's perspective.
Yeah, but I showed how his line goes above north. It goes north of New Zealand. This line goes south of New Zealand. They're not the same line.
No,
I know.
they're not.
I wonder if because remember Katz was in the live chat of this. I wonder if he points that out to Ranty or not.
I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat to see what.
It's a bit weird because obviously
Katz has said in there, Ranty, it would not be a straight line when placed on a flat map. Okay, so he has said that. So he's talking about the greater circle arc. But let's see what he says about this, because I think it's going to be classic and brilliant. And Ranty, you fucking idiot. Ding!
He's done it.
He's done it. Yeah, he did it. We knew he would.
Yeah.
We love you, Ranty. You're an asset to the globe Earth. Let's go on.
Santiago, and here we have Sydney. Now, I can't see a quicker route. I really can't. I mean,
That's the Great Circle arc.
I mean, if you look at it from this angle, we are going around the globe and we're going over the surface of the globe. So we're not actually being able to go through the globe in the land. But essentially, that is the quickest.
Oh my God!
The quickest route on your map, on your globe Earth, from point A to point B, is indeed the same route that he's just pointed out. Now then, put in the routes that.
Quick, say it. Say it. We know what you're going to say, Tornado. Say it.
Yeah, the line that was shown on that flat map goes north of New Zealand. This goes south of New Zealand. North, south. Get it through your thick skull, you fucking moron.
Oh, okay. Angie just uploaded a thank you video. So I'm gonna go and find it, and we will play that. So I'll just get that up, and you guys can keep talking for a second.
We started streaming not even 30 minutes after her house went boom. And,
we took over Neil's stream. That's all right. Neil had every intention of doing that. So
okay, because I told Neil.
Yeah.
And I was, it's just like the message came through, and she said, "Yeah, blah 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 blah. Oh, we're losing electricity," and then 6 minutes later, my house is gone. 6 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all it took.
6 minutes. All it took. So they were all in the house. They didn't. Were they safe underneath? And
No. It was
all that. So
it was okay. Angie basically said, "I want everyone in the hallway," and as soon as they got to the hall, the roof came off.
I'm still sharing, aren't I? So hang on. I'll just remove that from it so people can see everyone, and I'll get the other one ready to go. So
the whole family was in the hallway, and then the roof came off.
Yeah. Okay, I am ready to put Angie up, and we'll hear what Angie has to say. So here's the shared screen. Hopefully everyone can hear this.
Hi, everybody. Just wanted to send you a great big old thank you for all the help that you've sent to me. I am stunned. I look a little, like a tornado hit my house. We're safe. We're snug. We have thankfully got a lovely little RV camper that we can sleep in and be comfortable with air conditioning and electricity and toities and such as that. I am so grateful to everybody for everything. Like I wish I could have been a part of it, but my computer is smashed and I'm doing this on my phone, and I'm going to cross my fingers that it will upload properly. There's still no power in my town. Like pretty much almost the whole town is without electricity. So there's no Wi-Fi going on. So I'm using my data choices and such. I wanted to get on the streams, but I can't figure out how to make my phone work with the StreamYard. I will try to figure that out at some point. But I wanted to put this on my channel and say thank you, everybody. Thank you. I love you. I had no idea how much you guys really cared, and I'm overwhelmed. I'm stunned, and my family is oh so grateful to you so much. But we are safe. Everybody's okay. We're gonna get it all worked out, and we'll get ourselves straightened out. Making lots of phone calls today, insurance companies and stuff like that. So I really appreciate it. I can't believe you guys did that in less than 24 hours. I'm just, what is it my British friend say? I'm gobsmacked. That's what I am right now. Gobsmacked. I think that's how that's supposed to go. I love you all so much. I will be back in touch. Keep an eye on, watch for me on Twitter at Dadiva. If I am able to do any kind of live streaming, it'll be over there, live on Twitter at the moment, because that's about the only thing I can do. Right now, we're just trying to figure out how we're going to get back over to the house, because we had to get a ride over here yesterday because we couldn't get the vehicles out. So I've got to get back over there. And I did find my kitty. I did have to leave her there because she would not come to me, because all the dogs were in the car too, and she absolutely would not come to me. But she's an outside girl. She's fine. I told the neighbors to keep an eye on her, and we'll be back over there in a little bit to make sure she's okay. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the fish. I have no idea. My husband has a large aquarium in his office, but it's full of much smaller fish, and I'm afraid Herbert will eat them. So I don't know. And there's no electricity, so there's no oxygen bubbles in the tank. When I get home, I hope Herbert's still okay. There was a lot of crap fell in his tank, so I don't know. I hope he didn't try to eat any of the insulation or crazy shit that fell in there. Anyway, I'm going to go now because this is 3 minutes, and I look like hell. I love you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you 1,000 million times. Thank you. Peace.
That's my
Wonderful
buddy.
message.
Yeah.
We love you, and
with the debunking.
no, wait a minute. We love you, and we'd only do this because we love you and we care about you and we want the best for you and we want to help you. The whole community is rallied because we care about you. We care about the people in our community, and you're in your hour of need, and we're here for you. We love you. We love you, hun, and you look after yourself. We're here for you.
And replace your social distancing gear. Yeah.
Yes, please replace your social distancing gear. Although, to be quite frank, at the moment, this catastrophe for you is way more important than social distancing.
No, it's the same.
Yeah, I suppose. But dealing with it is important too, so.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
deal
I
with
accidentally inhaled some of my soda.
Oh, that's not good.
You okay, Tornado?
We're here
Yes,
for you,
but I
Angie.
need to remember, soda is
We're here.
drinking, air is for breathing. Do not confuse
Yep.
the two.
Or you'll be a flat earther.
Speaking of which, I haven't managed to look going the other way here, but according to Qantas's website, there is direct flights from Sydney to Santiago. So
There is.
Oops.
Which take that lower circle route that
it would take the similar route, wouldn't it? You know, I mean, okay,
it takes the lower route that Tornado brought up, the Great Circle route that goes towards.
I don't know which way they're saying this is, whether they're doing this from Santi, where it comes the other way or whatever. I don't know, but so I don't know if they're making the claim that there's not direct flights or something. I don't know what that is, but according to that, apparently Qantas do operate one.
Yeah, and I think they're not the only ones as well. So,
according to that, they're the only one that flies to Sydney out of do one between Sydney and Santiago. They're the only airline. But
apparently, Santi thinks you sound like Badger. Justin.
Anyway.
Nah. All right, we'll keep going.
Debunking.
All right, what have I done?
Yeah.
There it is.
It sure is. Sure
West
is.
coast of,
Let's see if Ranty's going to.
onto your globe. This is
Sorry,
the route that we
I'll
will
take
be
that back a
taking
little bit.
about, which is to the east coast and the west coast of America on your globe. This is the route that we will be taking. Here we go. So we go from Santiago down here. Here we go from Santiago. We fly up to the east coast and then to the west coast.
That's not the East Coast. Drink.
Then we fly all the way
Gold
back
Coast,
over
you fucking moron.
What do you know?
Drink.
Sydney in Australia. Okay, so
Drink.
there we go.
Okay, go on, Tornado.
First of all, I wish to criticize Ranty because what you showed there was not the East Coast of the United States. The East Coast of the United States is classified, according to, well, as far as every source I can see, it's classified as everything from Miami in the south all the way up to the northern tip of Maine. That's the East Coast. What you showed was New Orleans, which is not on the East Coast. It is in the Gulf of Mexico. In other words, you're lying.
Well, no, he's just
No.
stupid. I don't think this is a case of lying.
Well, let's give him the benefit of the doubt that was a slip of the tongue or something, shall we? We'll try and give him the benefit of the doubt as much as possible here. I mean, we don't really need to pile on to make him look any more stupid than he already is.
Yeah, he's doing a fair job of that on his own.
Yeah.
He's like me. He's American, right?
Yes.
Who, Ranty?
No,
Ranty.
Ranty's British.
Sadly, he's one of my lot, but
Oh, he talks like an American. Yeah,
He's definitely British.
With the whole logic. I'm sure he's not
he's
living
British.
here and that American soil's not sucking out the intellect.
No, unfortunately, we've got quite a few. Unfortunately, we've got idiots in our country as well. If you don't believe me, look up Sleeping Warrior. He's
Oh
even
no!
worse.
I'd
He's
rather
bad as Ranty. Yeah.
Moving on.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Because I know a lot of people who have emigrated to the United States and then lost their freaking minds. So,
Yeah.
it's something.
All right. So let's. Oh. Yeah. No. Well, he lost his mind without going anywhere. So
basically, between Ranty, Nathan Oakley, and Anthony Riley, they just do bring our whole national IQ down between the three of them.
Oh, and what about Gate Man?
Oh yeah. Oh, and Dell as well.
And Dell, yeah. Yeah, and you've also got Mr. Drinks His Own Urine.
Oh, what's it? Goddamn, what's his name?
Yeah, I've forgotten his name too.
Allegedly Dave. Is that him?
Yes, allegedly Dave. Allegedly.
So that's quite handy there because you got Riley. Riley can have a piss on a live stream, and allegedly Dave can drink
allegedly Dave can drink it. Thanks for that image there,
Put it
Scubber.
in your eyes. Choose urine for eye drops.
There's a name for that, isn't it? Isn't that a golden shower or something?
Moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll move on before no, I won't say what I was gonna say. This isn't movie night.
So this is on your globe map. This is on your globe ball. Now, I'm just going to listen to what you said again, just so that the audience gets this absolutely spot on. And I'm not misrepresenting you in any way, shape, or form. Here we go. Listen to what you say.
Oh, hang on. Catz actually said something. Ranty Flat Earth, you will end up deleting this.
And we're going to make him delete it.
This sounds like Catz is got planning to rip this to shreds.
It does, doesn't it?
Well, it's a darn shame we got to it first.
I'm so glad we did too. This has been fun. All right, I'll press play again.
But the bigger problem you've got here is that you think the red line is the quickest point between A and B. Now, what you've got to realize is that when we turn a globe into a flat map, you distort the picture. And that means that the fastest path between these 2 points on a globe is anything.
The fastest 2 points on a globe
a globe is anything but your red line.
Is anything but your red line. Well, let's listen
Which
again.
goes north of New Zealand.
Flat map, you distort the picture. And that
means
that the fastest path between these 2 points.
But the fastest point between these 2 points
On a globe is
on a globe
anything but your red line.
Is anything but your red line. Well, Conspiracy Catz. And I can see that you have your friends in the chat trying to back you up, saying that I've got this wrong. Absolutely not. Your words are absolutely crystal clear. You're saying that on your globe Earth, that the points between Santiago and Sydney, it's anything but the quickest route from point A.
What point is Ranty actually trying to make here? What point is Ranty trying to make?
The path Ranty showed on the flat picture goes north of New Zealand. This path, the Great Circle Arc, goes south of New Zealand. There's a big difference. Ranty is lying.
Well, I think Ranty's just ignorant, but that aside, the point that I made earlier is that Ranty will go off on would be pedantic about what Catz said, where he said is anything but what he means is that this is not going to be the straight line that was drawn on that flat map is not going to be the straightest point, was what Catz was trying to say. He may have misspoken so that you could go, oh no, if we went the other way around the Earth, that's definitely not going to be shorter than this route. Well, yeah, but fuck, it wasn't what Catz meant, and you're just being a pedantic little prick.
No, there's a big 1,000-mile difference between the path.
I know, I'm aware of that he's not actually pointing out the right line anyway. But I think Ranty's point was that
the thing is,
he was trying to pick on Catz language there.
He is taking one sentence out of an entire video that Catz did, which was obviously because it's weird here. Is Catz was debunking someone else. Ranty thinks he's debunking Catz. Now we're here debunking Ranty. Ranty seems to have just picked on this one little sentence or something, this one little part. At which he's trying to make something of and failing fucking miserably. And
if I remember rightly, after this, Catz actually goes on to explain circle routes, greater circle routes properly, which would have actually highlighted what he was talking about. So Ranty's just ignoring that to be pedantic about this little tiny bit.
Well, look how much is left in this video, right? Of this, because we've had the first 2.5 minutes of this video, Ranty was just waffling, and this is like a 10-minute video, and he's just gone really for that same point like 2 or 3 times. Once again, the fucking idiots proved the globe yet again. So thank you once again, Ranty. But and how long's left in this? What, a minute maybe?
Almost exactly a minute.
So he's not going to address anything else other than what that particular little phrase, that Catz said, which he's trying to twist.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I will grant that Catz probably didn't phrase it exactly right, but
it's an edited point. It's an edited video where he's trying to actually debunk a whole number of things. So it's probably what Catz has probably edited down to, I don't know, 15-20-minute video tops or whatever, and this is one little aspect that, as Tornado says, Ranty's trying to quote mine.
Yeah, he is. It's a quote mine. It's ridiculous. All right, should we see if he actually gets to a point at all? I'll play.
We'll see. But
you screwed up. The guy that did the presentation has it absolutely correct. He plots his route on your globe, and it is twice as far. I mean, we can go down. We've got a path and a line measure. So the line measure is the distance between point A and point B on your globe. So if we go to the measurements, we have 7,065 miles. That's the distance from Santiago to Sydney.
Drink.
That's okay on that. And then when we put the path in to actually find out the route that he
hang on,
we go to the measurements, it's 13,695 miles. Okay, so he was right, you were wrong. Your point, your entire point, this point that you're going on about.
Okay, I'll let you go now. Tornado.
Yeah, but you know what I used? I used the line that you showed, the red line that goes north of New Zealand. And it's actually longer than the line you're presenting that goes from Santiago to Chile, or from Santiago to Sydney. And that line goes south of New Zealand and is about 1,000 miles shorter. So,
now,
Ranty, you're lying.
Now, I'd also like to point out that Ranty's measurement for the greater circle arc is only 2,000 miles shorter than the route going the other way, which goes to those other airports in the US before heading across to Sydney. So if you're going to have a route where you're trying to save fuel and get to as many other places as possible to exchange passengers and get passengers to different locations, that other route is only marginally off the other greater route that would go that way. People can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, if it was going to go, say, around this way, around the planet. So it would actually curve up more than that around it. If you turn that around, it would come up around here somewhere. So you're flying out this way, which actually, in the scheme of doing it over a globe, actually wouldn't be. It only adds that 2,000 more miles. That is an economy for actually being able to transport a lot more passengers over a route than if you were just going between Santiago and Sydney, which is probably a less used route. So everything that Catz explained this from is accurate. So,
and we just debunked Ranty.
Yes, and we have debunked Ranty, but Ranty basically debunked himself by being a fucking idiot. Ding!
Ding!
Yep. All right, we've got what 30 seconds left. Let's see what he says. Anyone else wants to add anything before I go?
No, you were right.
Keep going.
Justin, did you want to add anything?
Very much got it all. Continue.
Yeah. All right, we'll continue with the video.
The thing is, as well, if you look at flight paths,
sorry. Yes, Jeff,
if you look at flight paths as well, they're not necessarily, they're not straight lines like what Ranty is like showing either. They're not necessarily straight lines in terms of distance or whatever, because of taking into account things like jet streams and so on.
Yeah.
I mean, I took a flight to London to Bogota like 2 years ago. Now, it's not flown in like a straight line, like a ruler that you could draw on a map. That's not the flight path. The flight path is very different. It actually comes in closer to the United States, then drops down before landing.
Well, because there's more than just what the shortest distance is for a flight.
That's what I mean.
Because
distance doesn't necessarily equate quickest. And that's another thing I think worth mentioning.
Yeah, because there's a lot there's economies of the trip, so going closer to other airports and being able to carry extra passengers over a whole route, by only extending that route by say 2,000 miles, is a worthwhile detour from the main route, whereas just flying straight across the ocean is nuts. The main reason they don't do that is because ditching in the ocean tends to be inherently more dangerous than having to glide into an airport. So if there is a problem, staying closer to land makes sense. So they try to do that a fair bit. If you look at the route going the other way, not only does it hug the US, of course, to go to the US airports, when it comes across the other way, you'll find it probably flies close to Hawaii and other islands on the way around the other way. So that if it had to land on the way because it had fuel issues or an engine issue, it could. This is a safety aspect to flight as much as it is economics and as much as it is keeping to the circle routes.
Blocking proves I'm right. Says Ranty show us New Zealand on both lines.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Ranty is talking shit. Anyway, move on with the video.
Yeah, let's do play. And Angie, thank you so much for dropping in the chat. We love you. We're going to keep chilling out. I'm sure there'll be somebody who takes over from me after this. and we'll keep going for a little while, and we're going to support you because we love you. And take care of yourself.
See you, Angie.
So let's finish up the video, and then we'll see what other video you have, Jen.
All right, let's first play.
Absolutely no point being in your video. Everything from 11 minutes 35 on has no point being in your video. You got it wrong. Man up. Accept it. And there we go. On the fly. Right, okay. I'm going to end this stream right now. Thank you very much. And I will see you all in the next one.
I've got fucking Ranty.
Oh, wow. That is absolutely amazing.
He is priceless. He every fucking time he has got. So I hope he's a secret glober. I really do. I hope one day. I'll just love him if he comes out one day and says, "Yeah, it was a globe all along, and I was just trolling you," because he keeps debunking himself. He's fucking brilliant.
But it's even. The whole thing that he goes, he picks on that one little phrase of Catz.
Yeah.
Oh, you're wrong. Yeah, no, he's not wrong. What he's explaining to you was right. He might have misworded it slightly, but no, he was fucking right. And you're an ass because you've taken this little tiny snippet of his video and ignored everything else. And I have seen that video. And Catz goes into great detail about why the guy who did the presentation was wrong. So, Ranty, you're a dishonest little shit. You're also a fucking idiot.
Ding!
I refuse to do the things. I feel like I'm stealing from Team Skeptic if I do that.
He doesn't care.
You don't give a shit.
Anyway, you said
He doesn't care. I don't know.
I'll be back in 2 minutes, all right, Jen? So
my question for Faye was: Were you thinking of taking over on this at all, Faye, or?
I can't right now. I have another appointment.
You can't.
Up.
Yeah, because I'm after midnight here, so I don't know how much longer I'm actually able to keep going. And if we hit up another video, I'll be here for hours.
Well, I think people are sporadically.
Going to bring them on. Yeah.
Yeah, and audience people probably.
I may
would
head
like
off to watch my one of my films then, so that way I can.
Yeah, so I'm actually thinking I might call an end to this. I know Jeff just took off for a moment, but I might get everyone to shill themselves out because I haven't actually been pasting shills out as it goes here. So thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you for everybody who has donated and done what the things that they can do to support Angie. You are amazing. You are the heart of our community, and I love you all. And Faye, why don't you go first and show yourself out?
I'm gonna shill Angie out. Angie.
Oh, well, I can link Angie because I've got Angie's link.
That is her YouTube channel. You can watch her. You can ask Granny questions. You can see her having a conversation with her dad, and you can hear her sing. And she's got an amazing voice.
Oh, she does. She does. I love Angie to bits. She is amazing, and I keep saying, Angie, we need to do something together at some point other than me appearing on your girls' night thing, which I'm going to have to try and make the effort to do again. It's just time frames mess me around. But I really want to do something with Angie at some point. So probably something creative. Well, of course it's creative, but I'm musically creative, I'm thinking. I may actually write a song for her. I'm thinking maybe going down that. That might actually be cool. So, thank you for that, Faye, and thank you for everything you've done as far as this goes. You've been amazing. Getting the ball rolling with everything was great.
It was, but I was kind of
You got
inspired
the ball
by
rolling.
Junk Shop because we're all talking about it, and it's just like he was like, "I'll help any way I can." I'm like, "Okay, he's willing."
Can I show myself out next?
Yeah, you want to get going, don't you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I will
No,
put your link
I'll
in
shut up.
and show yourself.
Okay,
So
so for everyone who doesn't know me from movie night, I'm known as Tornado Pelt, also known as the Tornado in a Junkyard. I'm the tornado who goes through the junkyard of creationism and flat earth stupidity and builds something actually resembling intelligence out of them, whilst debunking the flat earthers and the rest of their horse shit. At least that's
and
what I
we're
hope
talking
to be
about a
doing pretty
Christian who
soon.
debunks other Christians here. So Tornado has a unique perspective.
Yeah, I'm known as the science-loving Christian, unironically.
Yep.
I don't really see a conflict there, but okay.
I don't either, but it's good to have that perspective when so much of the community is atheists or pagans. It's nice to actually have a Christian who's
Wait,
standing up for
you
the
guys
science.
don't know how I have that perspective, huh?
No.
Well,
It
he's a
comes from
scientist.
being... Well, while I am a Christian, I accept that science works. Unlike a certain set of Hovens.
Oh,
Hey,
the
what
Hoven.
can I
So
say?
much
Science
fun.
is fun. Anyway, I gotta get going
Oh,
because
of
I
course
got
it is.
things I need to do and I've got a restroom to use. So, see ya.
No worries. Thank you so much, Tornado, for joining us.
Take care.
I will see you on movie night.
Take
Will do. Bye.
Take care,
Bye.
Tornado.
All right. Justin, how about you show yourself out?
Sure thing. So for those of you that don't know, my name is Justin Mello, and the content on my channel is mostly cover songs, including ones I sing in a duet with. And aside from all of that, I do outdoor vlogs and unboxings, and I still have yet to do live. That's the other thing I still have to do. I'll let you know once I figure out when I'll be doing my first one.
But we have you on here live, which is awesome. So it's good experience for you.
It sure is. I have been on several of them, so it is really good.
I'll just say myself quickly because indeed my food has indeed arrived, so I'm going to have to jump out
All
right
right,
now.
we'll get you because you're back. So where are you, Jeff? In my list, there you are. I will put your link in.
I did put a link to my channel in the chat. So
oh, you have. Well, I was going to do that, but
but okay.
Here we
I'm
go.
gonna have to speak now because I do have food here, and
no worries. There's a link to Jeff. Please follow Godless Scummer. He is amazing. I'm doing his shield for him because he's going to go and eat.
I'll see you guys
you're,
later.
You're
all
brilliant,
right?
Jeff. Thank you so much,
Right.
Jeff, for being around and supporting.
Cheers.
Bye.
Right. No worries.
All right. And thank you to everyone in the chat and everyone else. Please go and sub and follow follow Faye, whose link I don't have, but I know Critical Cripple's in the chat, so maybe he can dump it out there. Although he's not at his PC, so he probably actually can't do it. I'm sorry, Faye, I don't have you in my list. I've just been making a list as we were doing these, so I don't have you here because I didn't grab all this.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big
So
deal.
there you go. Thank you, Dave. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. The next stream, one of us will post it out. Keep an eye on myself or Faye or Linda. Somebody in the group will Twitter it out, and you'll know when the next one's up and running. And keep an eye out. Keep supporting each other through all of this virus stuff, and keep throwing love and support Angie's way because she needs it, and just be good to each other. And love you. Anyone else want to add anything?
I'm good.
Bye.
All good.
Bye.
See everyone.